All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
I'm Brother Kashakwala.
Talibah.
First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, B'Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. All right, today what we're going to get into is the establishment of the kingdom, the kingdom of David. All right, and the house of David. All right, as you can see, we got Ezekiel 37 posted here, which is part of the new covenant that we're going to partake in, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get some other precepts to bring everything home and how we're building it today. All right. So without further ado, this is going to be a heavy precept-based lesson because we have to get the understanding of how King David's kingdom and house is going to be established. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it in.
All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 24. And David, my servant, shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them.
Exactly. So David is going to be, there's going to be an order in the kingdom. Of course, Yahweh Shai, all right? And then you got David and the 12, the elect 144 and the archangels, okay? And David's going to be the king over us in that time. These times to come when the new covenant is established, when the kingdom of heaven is on earth. You see? And it says they shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes. Who's that speaking of? The Israelites today.
Yeah.
You can't imagine niggas right now doing any of this right now.
Yeah. Nah, you can't fathom.
That's why it's being built as we speak. It's not fully finished yet, but it's near done. We just need the icing or the cherry on top of the cake, which is Yahweh Shai coming back and returning. You see? And then it will be fully established. All right, you got it, bro.
And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant.
That's all I can get to.
Yeah, good.
You can read it.
All right. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall dwell therein, even they and their children, and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever.
Now, this precept right here, like I said, this is the prophecy that hasn't been fully fulfilled yet, but it's in the workings, okay? And we're partaking in it. That's why we're careful on how we build. Now, the reason we got this sign here is because verse 25 is a cut to them individuals over there in our land at the moment, okay? Because what? Is David their prince over them right now? No, all right? Those are Jewish people. And they never mention from Issachar all the way up, or Benjamin all the way down to Issachar. All right? Because if that was our land, what? You would have all these tribes, okay, in there. We would see the gates that's spoken about in Revelation.
Called beautiful.
Called beautiful. But we don't see that. What we see right now is turmoil, war, people dying.
We see Peak City.
Peace. Yep.
Where's King David? Where's King David? Because all of these are prophecies, and this is exactly the spirit that the Lord got us going into it, of how King David house and establishment is going to be established, and how it's going to be centered, man. Mm-hmm. We're laying a foundation through the spirit, man.
That's right.
And this thing over here was not established through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. That was what? The Balfour Declaration of 1947?
Yep.
Like, come on. That was man-made.
Exactly.
That this so-called temple that they trying to bring up is what? It would be man-made, made by the hand of man. Hey, the temple of the Lord hands is gonna be each individual Israelite is a stone, man. We're likened unto those lively stones. Now we're finna show you the foundation through the spirit, man, of how this true establishment, though it be is not made by man's hand, is made by the hands of the Most High. Right. And it's what? Each spiritual building block.
That's it. It's made through the spirit. So this is Micah chapter 4:1, which cuts them. And you can align this. Isaiah 2 and Micah 4 are like the same thing, literally word for word almost. But this cuts them Jewish, individuals over there who claim to be the Jews but really ain't. Because if they are and they in the land, then why hasn't this came to pass yet? This is Micah 4:1. It says, "But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established, and the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow in unto it." Now, when you go into geopolitical news and things of that nature, ain't nothing flowing into Israel right now.
Okay.
They ain't the spearhead of everything. They ain't. They what scripture they fulfill is, or they fulfill is, the least shall draw them out.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because them Amalekites over there, okay, the least shall draw them out. Draw them out how? War. Okay. Verse 2 it says, verse 2 it says, "And many nations shall come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord in the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways." What the hell are they teaching over there in Tel Aviv? Some obscure, crazy madness. All right. It says, "And will walk, and we will walk in his paths, for the law shall go forth of Zion, the word from Jerusalem." Verse 3, "And he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks." And you got this, bro. "And nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore."
It said that they was gonna beat their swords into plowshares, but the Lord had already said in another what book was that? If we could get it, where he said, "Beat your plowshares into
Joel."
The book of Joel, the water. I be slipping me. But the Lord's he's telling us now, hey, get everything for that you was set for peace, set it for war. But these times the Lord is saying what? When the true people are established, that you would beat your swords into plowshares and spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword. And what is a sword, man? A sword is for what? War, man. A spear is for war. All of these things are for war. That means it's a division. It's chaos. The Lord is bringing peace. And what is peace? When you farming, the only way farming can be productive is simply through a time of peace, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord is saying, this is the time of peace. This is what it's going to be when my people are on top. It says, "Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore." So it ain't going to be Israel bombing on Russia. It ain't going to be Russia going against Israel. Israel ain't going to need the United States to be its muscle for them. It ain't going to be proxy wars going on anymore. Mm-hmm. All of these things are going to be done away with.
That's right. And this is a clear cut to them individuals. Because if y'all really the people over there, why is there still wars and rumors of wars going on? Why are there still people suffering? Because I'll say this too. Even when the kingdom of heaven is established, like it says in Proverbs 29:2, the people shall rejoice. These heathen nations are going to love being in subjection under us, because they're going to have their own stuff. They own lands. No one's going to be provoking them and messing with them. Yeah, they just going to have to be tributaries unto us.
Yeah, but they going to be cool for it. Because what? Right. Hey, who coming against the Israelites? They rule now. So we're going to be fair and balanced. We know what it feels. At that point in that time. Right. Yo, we going to know what it feels like to be you peons, man.
Right.
Like, because we're in the flesh with you now. But in the coming days, it's like, every judgment is going to be executed speedily, man.
Right.
It's not going out now, but in these days, this is going to be peace, man. Ain't going to be no war.
And for the peace to be established, that's how King David's kingdom is going to be a house. That's how the house of David is going to be, in peace.
Mm-hmm. But how was it built? Through, what did he have to do? He had to throw down. So this place got to go down, man.
This place got to go down. Let's go back to verse 26.
Come on. It says, "Moreover, I will make a covenant." And when you see moreover, it's more importantly. "Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them."
Salakia, that wraps up everything that we just said and that we just brought out in Micah 4.
Mm-hmm.
Peace. You see, he should make a covenant of peace with them. Who? The true Israelites. Okay? The true Israelites, which are you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay? And then, you got the ones who may look different or whatnot, but have the spirit of an Israelite and from the seed of Abraham. Because this ain't just no black and white thing, man. This ain't about skin color. All right? It's about the spirit, He shall make a covenant of peace with them. But the kingdom of David is going to be established through that peace. But like you said, first got to come getting rid of this kingdom, which is going to be bloodshed. But when the smoke clears, it's going to be peace, and the house of David is going to be fully built.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got it, bro.
All right, it says, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forever.
Woo.
Matter of fact, let me read back up. It says, moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. And this everlasting is what? It's continual. It's never ending, man.
Go.
Everything good? Okay, cool. It says, and it shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them. So, who placed them guys over there? Did the Lord? Was there a deliverance? Did we see the second coming of the Messiah, man? No, we didn't. The Lord said He was going to place, because that's what is linking back up in Deuteronomy. He said, "You shall see it no more again. No man shall redeem thee." So who's our redeemer? It's Yahweh Shai, man. He's going to place us back and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, I'm going to get a quick precept to that, because what it says, and it shall be an everlasting covenant with them. This is how you know this is a new covenant, a new contract. All right. Because it says here in Hebrews 8:7, it says, for if that first covenant, that first contract had been faultless, there should be no place have been, then should no place have been sought for the second. Right. Which the second covenant is a new one. It wouldn't have it. If Jake would have just Deuteronomy 28 just stayed with the first 15, precepts, verses, there would be no need for a second covenant. There would be no need for the curses. You see what I'm saying? Because we've been in line, but since Jake decided to go a different way, there is a need. Hey, that other covenant, void, null and void. Y'all broke that. Y'all broke that contract. We free agents getting fucked up right now. I'm saying it straight up until we get signed again. You know what I'm saying, from the Lord. And that's why it's pivotal that this covenant is being reestablished. It shows you the mercy of the Lord. But with that covenant, we have to put in work to receive that contract. Just like, hey, me and this brother, we play sports. Let's say basketball, right? You in the D League or the G League now. Mm-hmm. You gotta work. You gotta put in work to get that contract in the NBA. It's the same thing. It's the same thing in this manner. We have to put in work to get this contract.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Prove a state of proving yourself, man.
That's right. You can finish the last two.
Okay, I had a precept for it.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 33. But this shall be the covenant I will make with the house. I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. So that's a part of that new covenant, man, that the brother's going into. This right here is what is going to be written on our inward parts, man. Mm-hmm. Jake ain't going to be able to go off. So therefore, there's no reason for the Lord to bring judgment against us. Hence, it's no reason for us to ever fall out of rulership. Mm-hmm. So that's that everlasting kingdom being built.
That's right.
All right, but that was just going into...
read verse 34.
All right, come. All right, let me pull it all up. It says, I got it. Okay. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because that's what we're doing now. We're teaching you, know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Know him in this essence. Oh, you got a question on him in this manner? Well, we have a lesson for this. Mm-hmm. This is what we're saying. Know the Lord. We ain't going to have to say this no more. We ain't going to be teaching nobody doing lessons in the kingdom, man. We only going to be passing out. The only lessons we teaching in the kingdom is judgment, man. Mm-hmm. Straight ass whoopings. But it's going to be righteous, of course, But it says, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. For they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. And how are they going to know the Lord from the least to the greatest, man? From the judgment, from the day of the Lord. Hey, it's going to send shockwaves throughout the universe, man. The entire world will know, the nail has been set. The cement, the last thing to dry, the finishing touch. Hey, when everything is finished, this is a part of it. The world is gonna know him, man. After this day, after his judgment.
And that's the world as an oikoumene. You know? Yeah, bro.
All right, it says, for they shall know me from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Hey, this is a part of it, you know? The Lord said I'm not judging you anymore. So there's no more, death will not be a part of Jake's judgment. That's a part of, that's peace unto a people.
Right.
When I can look over and know Kashakwala is gonna be here for forever. Right. You know, that's a peaceful thought, man.
Peace of mind.
Yeah. It says, for I will forgive their iniquity and I will remember their sin no more. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, in the ordinances of the moon, and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh of hosts is his name. So,
and finish it off with 36.
Okay, come on. If those ordinances depart from me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
That ain't gonna happen. You see? It says, if those ordinances depart from me.
That's beautiful.
That's how you know.
That's a beautiful cut. Man.
That's exactly.
This is just a beautiful cut. Like you can't make this up. When you go into these scriptures and the Lord dealing with you, you see this is. So what are they talking about? That the people that you know, we don't know who the people are. They have to be here.
Right.
So where's that mix of people? Show me that diverse fruit. Show me that mixed multitude, man,
right,
of Israelites over there. We don't see it, man. We see one style. We see one fruit of people over there, man.
That's it. You know, and they are not building the house of David correctly and accordingly. You know, so let's get back onto the covenant that which the Lord made with David and how his house is going to be established. 2 Samuel chapter 2,
verse 8.
Yep.
This is 2 Samuel 7 and 8.
Yep.
It says, now therefore shalt thou say unto David my servant, thus saith the Lord of hosts, I took thee from the sheepcote, from following the sheep to be ruler over my people Israel.
Right. So that goes to show you and prove that when there's a lot of, matter of fact, get Isaiah 57, I want to say, and let me see, I think like 15, if I'm not mistaken. I may be off, but I think it's
contrite spirit.
Yep. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, you can get it.
All right, it says, for thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite ones.
Exactly. So that immediately makes me think of that, because what he says, I took you from a sheepcote, from following sheep to being a ruler of my people. And the scriptures say what in the Apocrypha? So it's nothing to make the Lord is nothing to make a poor man rich. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing that he did with David, and this is showing how he's going to establish his throne in the house. Okay, his house has been he was prophesied here. It's been being built ever since, man. All right, this work is a process, because the Lord expects perfection. Okay, the Lord expects perfection. You had a precept?
Oh no, I was looking for the one that you had quoted, but I had the definition.
Okay, go ahead.
Contrite. Contrite. It says to be crushed, broken, and that's the people that he's coming for. To be shattered, to allow oneself to be crushed.
Yeah, so, that's the mentality of a lot of Jakes out here.
To revive the heart of the contrite.
Hey, exactly, to repair. All right, because like you said, the word contrite means to be broken and shattered. To revive something means to bring it back to life. And in a sense, you could use the word, the Lord is coming back to repair the minds of the Israelites. Okay? He's coming, and he put the spirit on men to repair their spirit to start building and repairing and rebuilding the house of David. And that's what we're doing right here. So
I got the
go ahead.
stuff for you.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna start at 20, but the point is at 21 that the brother had brought out. It says, "Be steadfast," and this is simply what we're commanded to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It says, "Be steadfast in thy covenant and be conversant therein, as such, and wax old in thy work."
Yeah.
We hope and pray, man. All right. "Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor," as we are, man. Lord willing. "For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich." That was speaking on, how he brought King David up from a sheep coat,
right?
To being a ruler.
That's it. So you can go ahead right here.
All right. It says, "And I was with thee whithersoever thou wentest, and have cut off all thy enemies out of thy sight, and have made thee a great name, like unto the name of the great men that are in the earth.
Keep going.
Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, and I may dwell that they may dwell in a place of their own, and move no more." All right, because we were removed from our home. That's Deuteronomy. "Thou shalt see it no more again." All right, it says, "And move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them any more as before time."
Right.
As
So
we see now, man.
ain't gonna be no more oppression and depression from the whooping stick that the Lord chose to whoop up on us, man. All right, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna say it straight up. The reason we're in this predicament, it ain't Esau. It's us. We made that decision to not follow after the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And we have to pay for it as a whole nation. Okay, you got it, bro.
Come. It says, as since that the time that I commanded judges to be over my people Israel, and have cursed thee to rest from all thine
caused thee
Salaki, the water, and have caused thee to rest from all thine enemies. Also the Lord telleth thee that he will make thee an house."
Exactly. And he's going to make the house of David. And like I said, and we keep reiterating in this lesson, it's being made right now. Okay? So the Lord is establishing something here. Okay? He's establishing King David. He made a covenant with King David, a contract. Because you see in verse 8, King David worked for it. He got that contract. Okay? And he was given it, and he was made a covenant. And the Lord said, "I'm going to build you a house, man." Okay? And then, of course, you go later on and you see Solomon, I think the prophet Nathan prophesied about Solomon being, a ruler forever, which was in turn a prophecy about Yahushua. You see? But right now, what we're speaking about is David's house being established. Okay? And we're partaking in it. That's why it's pivotal for you to watch how you build each and every day, not just on camera, not just around a bro, but on yourself and how you portray yourself to the world. Okay? Because we all work, we do things. You have to be, it's a constant building. We don't stop working. You see what I'm saying? Let me get this one precept real quick. In Corinthians. Okay? 1 Corinthians 10:9, it says, "For we are laborers together with the Most High. Ye are the Most High's husbandry. Ye are the Most High's building." Right. All right, so let me get the word, what is it? Husbandry. Real quick.
Strong's G 1091. Georgian.
And that means a cultivated field. Husbandry, tillage, okay? So what? It says, "Ye are the Most High's husbandry," all right? We're a tillage, man. We are to work. That's what I said in the beginning. Whenever you read, especially the epistles of Paul, he really reiterates things again and again. It says, "For we are laborers together with the Most High. Ye are the Most High's husbandry." He's reiterating when he says husbandry that you're a laborer, and ye are the Most High's building, okay? It says, verse 10 says, "According to the grace of the Most High, which is given unto me as a wise master builder. Right, as a wise master builder. And he's only saying this not in the sense of boasting and bragging. It's just the position that the Lord put him in. Just like the position that your heads of your camps are in. The apostles and elders are in. Okay? They're wise master builders. And we have to be very cognizant and considerate of how we build behind the trailblazers. It says, I have laid the foundation. Exactly. Paul saying, I laid the foundation. All right? And that foundation is us building the house of David right now, man. Mm-hmm. That foundation has been laid. Now, if you come into this thing and the only thing that they need you to do is cut some wood, well, God dang it, cut some wood as best as you can and how you've been told. If the only thing you was to do is get the cement and just put the cement on the brick and let the other laborer put the brick on the cement, well, you better be the best cement layer ever. You know what I'm saying? If you were the one who was supposed to transport the cement over to the house, be the best transportation individual you can be. Be a help. Be a prophet. Be a studious individual. Be one who's good with the history. Whatever. Okay? Be the best laborer you can be in your stead so we can build the house of David correctly. And in turn, if you're doing it right, the house is going to get built quicker. Yeah. And it's going to be a highly efficient. Once you get done building, it ain't going to be no cracks and leaks in it. Yeah. You see? It says, in another builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon, which is the fruit. Mm-hmm. The fruits of the master builders. That's the fruits of their labors coming on another building thereon. That's that. In turn, me and you, us. Okay, we're individuals who came
into another man's labor.
Exactly. It says, but let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. It is pivotal for you to take heed on how you are putting things together in King David's house right now. Yes? Yeah.
Because you gotta be. It's like starting a new job. Like, what new job have you started on? You just said that. I'm gonna get to it. It's like, no. Right. You may know how to work a computer, but this is how you work this computer. Mm-hmm. This is what I need you to do on this computer. All of us have to be falling right in line to everything that you're supposed to be building on, man. Like, you following in your life.
That's it. You got a precept?
I had a precept, but the spirit move.
No, go ahead and bring it out.
No, the spirit move based off of it.
Okay, come on. You never know. It might pop back up.
Yeah,
it says,
that's why I'm holding.
It says, for other foundation can no man lay that is laid, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. Right, so it's a ton of precepts that come to mind when you read that. Like, 2nd Ezra, walking that straight with fire and water. Matthew, the straight gate. You see what I'm saying? Which is you can only enter, broad is the way, like it says. You can only enter into the straight gate. There's only one way in. Okay? So it's the same thing when it comes to the architectural side. Spiritually.
Stay the course.
Exactly. That's it. You got to stay the course. It's the same thing going to the architectural side of being spiritually architectural side of building the house of David. There is a foundation that has been laid, and you have to follow that blueprint.
Got a quick precept.
Go ahead, bro.
This is what Satan had took the thought from, because my mind literally went blank for a second. But this is 2 Timothy going into the statement exactly what the brother was saying, and I was alluding to. You don't walk into a job and you know it all. No, you get taught. This is the SOP, the standard operating procedures. You gonna do it exactly how they teach you and show you. If not, you gotta go, man, because you throwing off the efficiency. This is 2 Timothy 3:14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them, just like the master builders. You're supposed to be well assured. This man that you're learning upon, he knows exactly what he's doing. So if he knows exactly what he's doing, why would you change up anything that he's showing you as to be this as to how he became a master builder? Follow that same recipe, follow that same step, and I'm pretty sure if you shoot for the sun, if you never get there, you're gonna land somewhere on the moon. You won't be on Earth. You'll be there, man. You'll get to your target, man. You'll get exactly where that master wanted you to get what is the finished building, man, because it's to finish the project, man.
That's it.
That's why the scriptures say, continue down the things that thou hast learned, man.
That's it. Hey, that's it. I'm gonna get this last precept and probably close it out after this. This is Psalm 89:1. It says, I will sing of the mercies of the Lord forever. With my mouth I will make known thy faithfulness to all generations. For I have said, mercy shall be built up forever. Thy faithfulness shall thou establish in the very heavens. Verse 3, I have made a covenant with my chosen. I have sworn unto David my servant. Verse 4, thy seed will I establish forever and build up thy throne from all generations. Selah. Exactly. Ponder on that. You see? But it says what? Thy seed I will establish forever and build up my throne. That's it. The house of David is being established right before our eyes.
That's right.
And if you have a spiritual sense and you took that wicked cataracts off your spiritual eyes, you can see that you are a part of it. And be careful on how you build. Bring it out, bro. We can close off on that.
All right, let me get it. Let me get it. Damn.
No, you good, bro. You good. Hey, you gotta be like we keep reiterating it. The house of David being built, you gotta be careful on how you build. But it's a blessing that you are partaking in the house of David actually being established, man. You gotta praise the Lord every single day that you have an opportunity to be a laborer and a worker, and that He actually called you and put a spirit on you and chose you to do the work that He told you to do. Because real talk, hey, the brother said it when we first got it. He had hit his 1611 Bible. He's like, bro, I would not be anything without this. You see, so it's a very spiritual thing and a humbling thing that the Lord will even call our number, man, and that He will put the spirit on us to pick it up. No, you got it, bro. You know. With that, I'm gonna get some of these words here. It says, I have made a coat, so like it, thy seed will I establish forever and build up thy throne. Let's get the word build, which is banah, which goes into the word edification too. All right, because that's how you build somebody up in the spirit. You edify them. All right, it says to build, rebuild. And now, what are we doing right now? We are rebuilding, and it says what? Establish. The name of this lesson. The house of David is being established. Okay? It says to build, rebuild, and establish. Cause to continue. Exactly. We are continuing the heritage and the legacy that King David had left for us, when he was walking the earth, you could say. All right? All the way thousands of years ago. We are continuing that heritage. It says to build, rebuild. All right? It says to build a house and establish a family. Right, because we are brothers, we are close, tight-knit, and we are establishing a family. Lord willing, we can bring this place, the kingdom of heaven, quicker. You know, if we continue to stay in the stead of what we're doing and continue to work hard. It says to be built, to be rebuilt, established, so on and so forth. It says to be built up. It says of childless wife becoming the mother of a family through the children of a concubine. You know what I'm saying? All right, but let's go to the lexicon real quick. It says to build, to erect, as a house, a temple, a city, walls, defense. Exactly, it has the Ezra's in there. You can also go into Nehemiah, where it shows how Ezra was when we rebuilt the temple, and then Nehemiah when we rebuilt the walls, around Jerusalem. But in this sense, in the spiritual sense, we are rebuilding and we're building up and erecting the house of David, and we're waiting for our Lord Yahushua to come back to establish it forever and ever. You have the precept?
I got two of them. I'm still typing eternal heavens. Typing heaven and eternal. I'm trying to find.
All right, what's your first precept?
I'm gonna get it now. This is Acts chapter 7, because the brother was talking about how we're being established, and yet if you could take off these carnal lenses and see it through the spirit, you will be able to see that every man is a stone, and that with the brother putting in work as the brother's been going into, that you will see that the kingdom is being built. Every time a lesson is being put up, every time you see brothers out on the highways and byways throughout the week or the weekends, man, you're seeing the kingdom of heaven being built, man. But they want to see cranes and see see dirt being moved, see a big sign,
just calling all that shit.
Traffic cut off. All right. This is Acts chapter 7, verse 48. It says, howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, saith the prophet. And that is not made with hands, it's not made by man's hands. So if it's not made by man's hands, and if a brother is a stone, did man make this brother? No, the Lord made this brother, man. He's through the Spirit. This is all through the Spirit, man. Did you find it?
What you said, eternal heavens?
Yes, because it was speaking on how the Lord had a vessel in the heavens waiting for us. What's going on? I know it's here. It's here within here. I'm gonna find it, but I don't. For the sake of sake of time.
Were you thinking Corinthians?
It could have been Corinthians.
I doubt it. Are you talking about like? You speaking about like a new body?
Yes, because it was saying it was alluding to the fact that Jake has a body sitting in the heavens. If Jake has a body sitting in the heaven, it's a temple. It was speaking on the temple eternal in heaven. That's what it was going into. But for the sake of time, if the Lord has something waiting in the heavens, a spiritual body for Jake's, for the Israelites that are doing right now, that are putting in this work, man, for him, clear and point, you see the kingdom of heaven being built, man, by every man, because the 2/3 ain't finna get a body right now, man. It got to come through this brother that did the work, through that brother that did the work. But it was all through that order of him coming behind this master builder. Now he come behind this up until, hey, the building gets complete. But when the building is complete, what? You're gonna see the kingdom of heaven coming down from the heavens, man. It irks me in how Esau is blinded to people in such a manner that these people, you can't perceive spiritual thoughts when it's so plain and clear, man.
So hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying about, King David's house being established. Again, I'm a brother Kasha Kwala.
Brother Tazabah.
We want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakapadash. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Until the next time, we will say Shalom.
Shalom.